everything on your side? How's everything going?
Everything's all right.
Yeah.
Just the weather is cold, but you know, we want rain, so yeah. It's good.
Yeah. So on this show, we get started with just getting to find out from our guests how their highlight for this year. Let's talk about your description for 2022.
2022 was rough. Yeah, just rough. Rough is the word. But I think 2022 had a lot of growth. So rough, growth. Those are the words I would use to describe 2022.
Yeah. Let's talk about your stage name. Very interesting one. Yeah. Let's talk about that. Tell us and how you found yourself in the spotlight in the music aspect as well.
So my name is Samantha Jane Lilato Sakala. So my middle names, Jane Lilato is what I use as my AKA. So I'm just trying to find my voice in this world, in the ocean of talented singers and artists. I'm trying to find my own voice and hopefully help one or two people in the process. Yes.
So I did an introduction. It's quite rare that we see artists get talk about death. Maybe you're the best person to explain the title of the song and why you decided rather to compose such a song.
So the title of the song is When I Die. So obviously from the title itself, it's scary. It's almost like I'm writing a death note or something, like I'm going to die, so when I die these are the things that you need to do. But no, actually the song is in fact about living. As much as it sounds like it's about dying, it's more about living and leaving an impact after that is felt even after you die. Yes.
I was having a conversation on radio, and I'm pretty much want to find out because people are watching, they might not be familiar with what we spoke about. I was trying to find out, you talking about death. Like I said, it's rare. Why did you decide to do a song, the title, When I Die? Don't you feel somewhere, if we get back to Africa, there's a norm?
Yes, yes.
What you say has power.
Yeah.
In your case.
So I think it's important because as much we shy away from the topic, but it's a very important topic because usually, yes, like you said, when we hear like talking about death, then you'd be like, oh no, don't talk about death, you die early, blah blah blah. But I think it's an important topic because not only is time limited, we don't even know the time that we have. So we know that it's limited, but then we don't even know how much of it we have. So we could say your life, you only have 30 years or 40 years. So in that space of time, you need to live your life to the fullest. Jesus lived for 33 years, but from what he did on earth, we can still talk about it and celebrate him today. So I feel like that song is just to call us to a realization and to be aware of the fact that we are here for a reason and time is of the essence. Yes.
Do you feel death itself makes people appreciate life more?
Yes. Because imagine if we were immortal, we don't die.
I would love that. I would love that. No one wants to die, to be honest with you.
Receive Jesus as your president.
Yeah.
Yes. So if we're immortal, we don't have to worry about things like being careful on the road. Don't have to worry about a lot of things. We'll be like, it will happen eventually. So for example, if you fight with your relative, you can just talk to them in 50 years. Like it's just nothing. Time was nothing. But the fact that time is limited, it helps. I think it helps me personally to value relationships more and value things more, just generally, because we don't have them forever. We don't have our family forever. We don't have things forever. So it helps you single out the important things and really appreciate them, I think.
Do you scare on how they would want to be remembered, or do some, in your case, do you sometimes imagine yourself saying, okay, you know, we are never limited to think about anything outside the box. Do you sometimes care on how you would love to be remembered when you die? Sometimes even think about how some people are going to say good words about you?
Yes. At funerals, the few that I've been to, because I remember when I was younger, I wasn't really allowed to go for funerals, but as I grew older and went to these funerals, I found there's the words that people say about people. They're usually generic, right? So if I died today, yes, they'll say the generic words that they'll say, but only people who actually felt the impact of my life will say specific things, like, oh, she helped me through school, she helped me overcome an addiction or something. That's where your actual life comes into play. That's when the impact that you left is actually felt by the people that you actually touch. Because when you die, usually we are forgotten. You can forget about people who have died. So like the people who have died just this year, 2022. If we'd have to now start recalling that, oh, that person, yes, he died in February, but because we didn't know that person at a personal level and maybe we weren't really touched by them, that's as far as it goes. But for the people that were touched by them, they'll remember even after 5 years, after 10 years, after 50 years. So I think for me, I'm very afraid of just having a general, oh, she was a good person, or gone too soon. That's not what I want for myself. I want a legacy like Bob Marley's legacy, for example. Like even after all these years, we still talk about him and he still influences people greatly. Yeah.
That gives me homework. How about the bucket list?
The bucket list. Ooh, I have to write them down because I'm young.
Yeah.
I'm young, so there's a few things that are general. Like I want to have my own family, you know, these two my dreams for normal things, but also I want to be a major factor in helping people overcome mental health issues. Yes, so I think that's the main one. I want people to overcome the mental slavery that's around, but also I want, if I can't be one of the major ones, I want to have like some sort of contribution to it. Yes.
Again, there's something that I also had a conversation with you. You spoke about how you thought of suicide, mental issues. We've seen this happening not just from young people, but this year so far, I've heard some renowned celebrities from other countries also died killing themselves because they had so many thoughts right there. In your case, what really happened? What were you thinking?
So that's one of the, because when you're having like a mental breakdown, it's not just one thing. That's what I've realized. It's a lot of things like overwhelming you all at once.
Yeah. Yes.
So when you look at that time, maybe I wasn't really doing anything. So I think I was those comparison with my friends who have gone to college, others were getting married. So I was like feeling behind. Then coupled with just feeling, I think at some point I went through a breakup. So plus a breakup, then plus feeling worthless at home. So I felt like the world would be better off without me. And when you're in that place, the voices in your head telling you, no, if you just die now, people will cry, yes, but they'll move on and they'll have a better life without you. And there's that temptation. But I really thank God for speaking to me and using this same song to sort of just help me just hold on a little bit longer and now I'm not at that level where I was. I've really improved and I'm so grateful. But now what keeps me going is just knowing that my purpose is not yet fulfilled. let me do what I came here to do, then I can die.
How's the communication between you and your family when you were going through things that you've mentioned right now? Did you try to talk to someone? Or maybe you just managed to get over it and also work on it by yourself?
I talked to some people. I wouldn't say I talked to my parents, because my parents also sort of also contributed to the mental issues, but I tried to talk to my friends, and there's some people that were really there for me, and I love them. But also what helped me was music, just music, listening to different types of music, just that resonated with who I am as a person and what I was going through, and how writing also helped, just I think discovering who I am also helped. But I don't think I talked to my parents. I don't remember like a meaningful, maybe here and there, but not really. Yeah.
Still having a conversation with our guests right here on Yatu Vibes and trying to find out one or two things. If we can just do this, the song has no video yet. So there's just something that is also available on YouTube. Just a snippet of it so that you understand the type of artist she is. By the way, she prefers being addressed as a gospel artist,
yes,
which I have issues with. We love to make it, where competition is everywhere and the message is for everyone. So we feel like when we put you in that box, for me, my opinion, I feel like it limits certain audience. But let's just share with you a snip of the song. Then on that side, we also get to introduce our next video. Then we get to find out other things that she's working on for the year 2023.
Wanna be remembered for the tears I caused to fall from your eyes. Wanna be remembered for the mark that I left on your life. When you hear my name, want you to close your eyes and smile. Want you to laugh and say that was a wonderful child. When I die, when I die, when I die, when I die, promise me, darling, you won't cry. When I finally hit the road and it's time to say goodbye, want you to remember me, so I'll leave you a legacy. Hear a legendary person lies. When I die, wanna be remembered for the love that I had and I gave. Oh, wanna be remembered for the souls that I led to be saved. I want you to smile when you're laying those beautiful flowers on my grave. I want to inspire somebody like me to be brave. When I die, when I die, when I die, when I die, promise me, darling, you won't cry. When I finally hit the road and it's time to say goodbye, want you to remember me, so I'll leave you a legacy. Hear a legendary person live.
So I have people in the studio teasing me saying I should not cry. It's an emotional song. It's an emotional song, to be honest with you.
It is.
And I'm thinking to myself, like I said, it's rare that people get to talk about such issues. We are used with the normal thing. There's alcohol issues, there's love issues, other things. I know there are other artists who have sung about death, but not in your way. And I just feel like it's a different type of thing that like sometimes when you get to listen, because that song is out odd 7 days. How many days?
It was released on Friday last week, so I think a week. Yeah,
a week
Friday,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was watching right now. What basically are you trying to get after that song? Do you feel like it's going to speak to so many people out there?
I think that's the goal of every artist, to be heard. But also what I want is like for someone at least to reflect. Like when you listen to this song, it helps you like get in check, because I know life has a way of getting us carried away, you know, with the Christmas celebrations and everything, just enjoying life. But also, I hope it can help someone out there to reflect on their lives, especially now that we're coming to the end of the year, reflecting on how we've lived the year, on what part of our purpose we've achieved, and how we can do better in the next year.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Interesting. Let's talk about your next year song out. Do we still expect such content, such music?
Of course. I want music that speaks to your heart. I feel like that's where I am. That's the part of the music industry that I want to be part of. So yeah, definitely I'll have new music, and I hope it makes someone cry as much as it helps them. Yes.
So where can people find that song, brand new song?
Okay. So my song is available on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Boomplay, YouTube, just everywhere. Your favorite, anywhere that you feel more comfortable with, under Jane Lilato.
Speaking about remembering people, I came across something very interesting that has been unveiled at Long Acres. I don't know if you're aware about it. KK Kaunda's statue.
Oh wow.
At Long Acres. If you can right now, me, I can't just wait to get a selfie at that. Like, you know, where it's something very interesting at Long Acres. So if you are along that way, the Kwamene Kujakuma Long Acres, it's something that we should be proud of. And it's something that I feel like it's a good move. I did it right there. Is there any remarks that you'd like to say to the people who are watching right now? We are just introducing you right here, by Prime TV, by Yatu Vibes. Any ways to the viewers?
What I would say to the viewers watching, live a life that can be remembered even after you die. And on those days when you feel like you're worthless, know that somewhere in the world, there's someone that's depending on you to stay alive.
Interesting.